One at 3 p.m., one at 5 p.m., and a third one at 10 p.m.
All the same, would probably get there at 2 just because we had pain in the ass.
Oh, right.
There's
Wow.
a lot of delay every
Yeah?
time.
Yeah. But like, you don't want to be there the one time that there's not a delay.
And what time you get there? What time usually?
What was it? It was like 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning.
Give or take.
Three.
Yeah.
True?
It's like 10, 11 hours, give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you feel cold at all?
Way there was pretty fine. Way back was fucking freezing, so you're gonna want a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Or I had an emergency blanket.
Oh yeah.
Turned to tatters in the wind. so
Crikey.
I ended up
Crikey.
Having to use my sleeping bags. That's
Wow.
That's gonna be a job to clean. Yeah. Looking forward to that.
I'm thinking of buying some second-hand clothes from somewhere around here.
Definitely do that.
Yeah.
Definitely do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could actually snag like
Yeah.
a big blanket, you know, the sort that they line their floors
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
Get like 1 or 2 of those, I think you'd be sad.
Yeah.
Especially, are you traveling on your own?
I met a guy yesterday in the square, and he offered me to come along with me.
Oh,
He was
nice.
a decent guy
Yeah.
in the restaurant actually,
Nice.
and he's pretty young as well. And he said he's local as well,
Oh, so
and he said he'll come with me.
yeah, that's cool.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to meet him again today. So
Oh, neat. Yeah, like the way there's very, very spacious. The entire, I mean, the container is what, like 10 meters by maybe like 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Like it's a big fucking boy. We had
Yeah.
like maybe 10 people in there and there was space for ages.
Wow.
And they had all of their produce and this and that
Yeah.
stacked inside. Way back's a little more squished. So
Yeah.
if it is the 2 of you, that's probably ideal because you can kind of,
back to back.
yeah, but also
Right.
like parallel to like the front of the carriage.
Oh,
So
yes.
because there were 3 of us, we were kind of like sitting upright a little bit because you can't hog the footwell. But if there was sort of 2 or 1 of you, you could maybe just kind of lie down there, and you might be a little more out of the wind, a little
Yeah.
less exposed.
Smashing.
Yeah.
So how long it takes from A to B, like did you go all the way to Zourate or Tube?
Nah, just a churn.
It's Tube.
Zourate's like an extra 10 hours.
Yeah.
So it's advisable.
Fuck that.
So it's just worth like just doing to Shum or Tube, whatever.
I would say do it to Shum.
Just to Shum,
Yeah,
yeah.
like Zourate's, I mean, you're getting the full experience, so I mean, depending on what time you leave, maybe you miss out on like the sunrise if you just get off at Shum.
Yeah.
But I mean, Zourate's kind of just a mine and not a lot else.
Nothing in there.
No. Well, I've heard some interesting stories about, so I had a mate who kind of did all the way to Zourate, and he said that it's kind of cool because like, you know, occasionally people will kind of like show you their private mines or stuff that they've got going on.
Wow.
Said that some guy whipped out like a big gold nugget and went, look, which is kind of cool. But like broadly speaking, Zourate's like it's just a mine. It's not really a touristy place. It's just a little town.
Wow. Are there any places in Shum to stay? Like like
There's an auberge.
this, yeah? The one you've just said?
No.
No.
No. There is an hotel in Shum, just one, I think.
Yeah, there might be. I feel like I might have seen a sign for another one, but you can never be too sure because half the places are like closed down.
How much the charge? You don't know?
No idea.
We didn't go.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't.
You stayed in the like sleeping in the
Yeah,
camp?
it was like the,
tent?
Yeah. It's like there's kind of like just like a big open room.
Yeah.
It's kind of like there's no door. There's just kind of a little curtain onto the street.
Yeah.
And so they'll chuck you in there for like 100 per night.
Right.
Yeah. Guys aren't particularly good.
No? Rough?
The people that operate the business.
Yeah.
They're just a bit. You know, we had some issues.
Yeah.
But you know, like if you pay them 100,
Yeah.
just don't leave the opportunity for change or any of that. You'll be fine.
Crikey.
Yeah.
Wow. So I'm a bit nervous, to be honest. I'm a bit like, you know.
It's very like it seems like a really kind of strange thing to do,
Yeah.
but like
It's really easy.
Yeah.
yeah, it's very seamless. And I
Yeah.
mean, there's because it's gotten so popular over the past couple of years. There's a fair amount of infrastructure that's been built up around it. Obviously, that means some things are a little more expensive than
Yeah.
they've been a little while
Or at least
ago.
there is some kind of.
Yeah, definitely. And if you can, like, there's a couple of guys in attire who are just very good at kind of helping you out here and there and
Yeah.
telling you where to go. Yeah.
Sure.
And Attar's a really, really cool city. Just spend a couple of days there. As well.
Attar
Yeah.
is in the way as well?
So Shum is the one that's just off the train.
Yeah.
And then Attar is, what, maybe like 2 hours drive?
Yeah.
Bit further?
One
Bit further?
hour, 2 hours.
No, not further, just kind of like closer. So if you're going, so the train goes, say, across the country.
Yeah.
So Shum's here, attire is just kind of south.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like, attire is generally what people use as the base for the whole Adrar region. So you go to attire, and then from there you're going to Chinguetti, you're going to Wadan, you're going to Terjit. And like, so attire is sort of where most of those places kind of branch off from.
Wow. So you have to use like other mode of transport, not the train, like.
Yeah, to get to attire.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a minibus that runs. We managed to hitch a ride with a guy in probably the nicest car that we've seen in the country so far.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quite swish. But like
3 nights on the road in this Auberge or Auberge Sahara in Nouadhibou. I've had a relatively decent sleep. I've stayed here last night in this hostel, and it was cheap and cheerful but decent. So I'm going out today from my accommodation, and this is that's the place which I came out last night. It's a pretty basic rough place. There's a mosque there, you can see some kind of hanging out into the kind of salam. You okay? The guy didn't like the camera. He was giving me a bit of angry look. Doesn't matter. No electricity in the town. So all the cash machines in the banks across the city is not functioning. So I've been told I have to wait for a few hours before the electricity comes. Then I might be able to get some cash out. So I'm trying. This gentleman from the bank is trying to help me to find a machine which could potentially work. So we're gonna try different banks and let's see what goes on. It's just a YouTube vlog.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
From America?
No. Cash machine inside. SIM card place, and apparently we established that foreigners cannot buy SIM card in Mauritania. But Ibrahim has his friend working here. I think he's going to get me a SIM card on his national ID. Only then we will be able to get some kind of SIM card. But apparently people were selling me some SIM card on the frontier, which is like border crossing, but I didn't trust them. So I made a bit of mistake here, but now I'm having to go back and forth just to buy the SIM card. So the people are a bit camera shy, so I'm getting a bit of death stares. In this taxi, on my way to this restaurant where I need to meet a guy, a Mauritanian guy called Mahaya, who I've met last night. He's supposed to be tagging along. The guy Ibrahim has helped me loads. He took me here, there and everywhere. He sorted the cash out, he sorted the SIM card out. At the end, I gave him some money, some pocket money for his endeavors. The guy has been very, very helpful. I think so far, I've only approached 2 guys, and both of them have been extremely helpful. So I've just got myself change for around £62, and £62 have given me around 90,000 rupiah. So this afternoon, I'm going to catch this train, and let's see how far I get to and how things roll out. Because my original plan was to go all the way to Zourate. Now, after having spoken to a couple of guys, I said it's worth going to show. Yes, thank you. Some helpful Mauritanian. The guys behind me is trying to figure it out what time the train is, and then we make our way to the station. Is Mahaya and his friend is trying to ring somebody to find out when the train is going to arrive on the station, and then we're going to make our way from there either to Shom or to Zourate. We have not decided yet. I think Mahaya is coming along, so which will be very, very helpful. So stay tuned and keep watching. More? Wow, that's the proper way of tea brewing basically. Hot. Ah, my hands are burning. One more. Streets of Nouadhibou. Just had a cup of tea, Mauritanian tea or maybe Moroccan tea. I'm not entirely sure. And now we are going back to this restaurant. Then we're gonna work on our logistics. We need to figure things out. Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you? So people are a bit camera shy. And you know, women here, do they have proper parda? Parda?
Yes.
Like hijab and things like that?
That's hijab.
Yeah? Cover their face?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So look at these streets.
These pays musulman.
Musliman, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. I'm not gonna film them.
Yeah.
No, obviously. What's your name? You are like Hollywood hero, George Washington. Ah, it's okay. Okay. Just walk into another street where there is a kind of traffic jam, and there are some kids hanging about, so I have to be careful. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. So I think that was the school where kids just finished their school. I think they're on their way back home. You're gonna go this way?
No.
Okay. There's another street there. Streets of Nouadhibou. Kids are just waiting to be picked up by their parents, So it's a tiny town. Is that sea up there? Sea?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. So there are some guys sitting there, and I have to be very, very careful, to be honest, because people don't like to be on the camera, and it's a Muslim country, Islamic country, and I understand that anxiety around camera. Women have to cover themselves, so especially I have to be careful, very careful around women, because I have to respect their culture, I have to respect their tradition, and I'm not going to upset somebody just for the sake of filming. So the guy I've just met, Mahaya, he's brought me to his house, and that is his house. Let me just show you his house. The structure of the house, people traditionally sit on the floor, and that's the kind of teapots and things like that he's brought for me. I think he's serving me the Mauritanian tea. Very hospitable country, very hospitable people. And now I'm going to make a Mauritanian tea into these small cups. I'm not entirely sure how we make. I think we're supposed to put some tea in. Oh. I'm not sure what to do with it. So like it's a tea there, dried tea, and I'm supposed to, that's just dry tea there, and there's empty, and he's expecting me to make a tea. This is a stove, you're supposed to burn the stove, and he said, you know, just do it. and I don't know what to do with it. That's the sugar. I don't really know what to do, how to make a tea. This particular type of tea, but that's some dried up mint leaves, and he's also brought some fresh mint as well. So I don't really know what's going on. And that's just the stove there, and he's expecting me to cook. I think this goes like that, and then I don't have any lighter. Come to rescue me, actually, and he knows what he's doing because he does this day in, day out.
Welcome my house.
That's how they make their tea, basically. So that's the tea goes into the pot. Yes, the dried leaves going into the pot.
And speak Hassani or Warga.
Yes.
Warga.
So Mahaya is saying his main language is Hosseiniya in Arabic dialect. Or what's the other one?
And Hassaniya.
Hassaniya.
Yes,
And
Hassaniya.
Hassani, Arabic.
Arabic is Hassaniya.
Hassaniya, yes. So the stove is on now, and he's going to put the teapot. That's the traditional Mauritanian hospitality. Have a look at this, guys. To be honest, so far I've spoken to only 2 people, and all I've had from them is love, hospitality and care. Honestly, only 2 people I've spoken to, just 2 people. The guys have gone above and beyond to help me out, and I'm really very thankful for that, and I remember that. And it's one of my best African trip ever. Of Nouadhibou still, and time is around 4:30, and there is update in the story. Mahaya, who was coming, who's supposed to be coming with me, but now his mother, his Walida, has not given him the permission to travel with me because he is traveling to Nouakchott tomorrow. So I am again on my own, which is not a problem. So now we will have to buy Zourate and Hawli, the headgear, and the Ra, which is like the traditional Mauritanian gear. So we're gonna find a second-hand place to buy the Ra and Hawli, and some sandwiches, maybe some biscuits, some water, or maybe a tissue roll for the bog. So another thing, Mahaya's mother has given me this jumper and a blanket for my travel, so I don't have to buy a second-hand blanket and a jumper. Very hospitable, kind nation. He brought me to his house. We had some nice pilau rice and some Mauritanian tea, and now we're just looking for a second-hand shop for the Ra and Hawli.
قبل فوق. عربي السلام عليكم. No. Wait. Get my ride along here.
No? Huh? proper Mauritanian now. I think we are traveling. We are just outside of the city of Nouadhibou now, and I'm being advised to be careful in Zourate because people have tendency to steal from people. So the guys are telling me I have to be very, very careful there, and if somebody tried to offer something, I should not accept it. So I'm just being advised by these two guys.